Hey guys, my name's Heloise, and the next 35 minutes of pure enjoyment are with me today. So let's focus those intentions and get started. First and foremost, we're going to start off with a bit of mobility, then we'll take it into a heart raiser, and then we'll move into the first block of today's session. So without further ado, get yourself comfortable, bring yourself into the room, and focus those intentions. It's important that we really commit to the next 35 minutes. We're in this together, so let's do it as one. So to start off with, we're just going to go into some reverse lunges, opening up through those hips, extending those knees to the ground. Full range of motion here, just taking your time with it. Connecting into your body, thinking about how you're feeling today. Take your time, just working through these range of motion, through these reps, one at a time. Lovely. Right, we're going to switch it up and take it to a forward lunge. Lunge it forward, rotate over that knee. Big drive off that front foot. Again, just engaging a little bit more into our lower body. Now connecting a little bit more into our core. A lot of exercise today might not be predominantly core focused, but we'll be using it the whole way through. So really make sure you engage through that midline. Lovely, just a couple more reps here, one at a time. With this mobility section, it's not about racing through it. It's about taking time, making sure everything is functioning nicely before we get into the main part of today's session. All right, bring it to the top of your mat, and we're going to take it into a sit squat. Sit down, use those elbows, push those knees out. Take a second here. Just opening up a little bit through your hips. I'm just going to move over here so I've got a little bit more space. Keeping your back flat as flat as possible. I want you to walk it forward. Give me a shoulder tap, opposite ankle, and then keeping your legs as straight as possible. Bring it all the way up to standing, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. Sit back into it, back down into that sit squat. Walk it forward into that next rep. Shoulder tap, opposite ankle. Keeping that core engaged, sending it all the way back up, standing. Couple more reps here, just working through that range. Breathing through it. Lovely, then sit it back down, walk it forward, and just hold it plank here for a second. Tucking those hips underneath you, feeling that skin pull across the upper back. Feel the heat build here. Take your time with it. Then when you're ready, drop your knees to the floor, take it into a 4-point kneeling position. We're going to go some cat-cows. Arch that lumbar spine, chin to sky, pushing away from the ground. Again, feeling that skin pull across your upper back. Just a couple of reps. Articulating through that vertebrae. Just feeling it move nicely. And then send it back, downward dog, walk it out. Take a big step with your right foot to your right hand to the sky. Look up to those fingertips. Take your right elbow to your right toe. Doesn't matter if it doesn't go all the way down, everyone's range is a little bit different. Stay in your own lane. We're here to improve, to build on those foundations we already have. One more rep on this side, and then we're going to switch legs. Yes, guys, nice. Check in with how you're feeling today. Every day is a little bit different. Use that emotion to your advantage. We can turn things around in these sessions. You might not be feeling so good today, but trust me, by the end, hopefully those endorphins will kick in and you'll come out feeling great, feeling stronger, feeling fitter. All right, send it back, downward dog again. Walking our hands all the way back up to our feet, slowly rolling up, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. We're just going to take it now into some bodyweight squats. Sit down into it, driving out the bottom. Make sure you work on that full depth of that squat, pushing those knees out at the bottom. So I want you to continue doing that. And whilst you're still moving, I'm going to talk you through our heart raiser. We're going to be working at 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 2 exercises, transitioning between the two. Those 10 seconds is where you transition from one to the next. Keep going with those bodyweight squats, guys. Nice. So the first movement, we're going to be doing static lunge jumps. You take your left leg forward, your right knee goes back. You're just going to be bouncing in this one position. Engage that core. Try not to put your hands on your hips. After you've done 20 seconds, really try and commit to that whole 20 seconds. Use that 10 seconds. We're going to transition it down into a plank position. We're going to be doing loaded beasts into a press-up. So sit back onto those heels, drive forward, and then give me a press-up. You can do your press-up on your feet or your knees. Okay, so let's get ready. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Focus in now. Time to get a little bit warmer. We go in 3, in 2, In 1, take that left leg forward, exploding out the bottom. Engaging that core, really driving out through it. Yes, so keep pushing there. I'll count you in, I'll count you out. I'm with you the whole way through. Breathing through it. Like I said, 20 seconds is not a huge amount of time, so really commit to this time frame. In 3, 2, 1, let's start to transition it down to the floor. We've got 10 seconds here. Get yourself set up. If you want to hold a plank during this time, please be my guest. In 3, 2, 1, sit back onto those heels. Drive forward, give me that press up. Take your time with it. We're now working into that core a little bit more, that back, that chest, those arms, making sure everything really is warm. Starting to light that fire, guys. Let's make it happen together. Keep on pushing through, all right? We're in this as a team right now, so stay with me for 3, 2, 1, shake it off. All right, again, 10 seconds, just breathe, recover. And now this time we're gonna take our right leg forward. So same principle applies. 3, 2, 1, drop down, drive out the ground, okay? I wanna make sure that right glute is really fired up before we go into our squats in the first part of today's session. Yes, awesome work. Stay with it, just a couple more seconds here before we take it back down onto the floor again. Okay, 3, 2, 1, transition back down. Holding that plank position or just taking some time out here, getting ready for what's to come. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, sending it back, driving it forward, pressing it up. Lovely. At no point your feet or your hands need to move. You stay in that one position, really sitting back onto those heels. A lot of bang for your butt with this one, really loading up into those quads as well as that back, that chest. 3, 2, 1, shake it off. Okay, so that's our first full round done. We're just gonna go through it one more time. Back to left leg forward. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, driving out the bottom. Give me a little bit more air time this time. Yes, perfect. Let's get that left glute working, really nice. Stay with it, you know you can. Remember, really commit to these sessions. Make it really count. It's not a huge amount of time, as I said. Okay, 3, 2, 1, back down to the floor again. Here we go. This is our third round. We go in 3, 2, 1, sit back into it, drive forward, wrapping those elbows back and down, tucking those triceps a little bit more now. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. All right, 10 more seconds here. You've got time to get a couple more reps in. Stay with it. Push through, you know you can. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now we just take it back to that right leg, and then one more set on the floor, and then we move into our first block of today's work. Okay. Stay with it here for 3, 2, 1, right leg forward, driving out the floor, keeping that core engaged. That's what holds us upright. That's what we challenge and build our strength from. Yes, really nice. 8 more seconds here, guys, to go. Keep on pushing through. You know you can. All right, 3, 2, 1, drop it down for the final time, and let's just make it happen. Then you get a little bit of an extended breather whilst I explain today's session. All right, here it is. 3, 2, 1, sit back, drive forward, chest to floor. Give me a bit more depth this time. Let's see it. Really nice. Push here. Hold on. 7 more seconds. Finish it now. I want to make sure you're really warm. Here it is for 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Relax, grab some water, and listen up. So here it is. We're now moving into the first part of today's session. We're going to be working for 8 minutes in an EMOM basis. That means every minute on the minute, you're going to be working for 40 seconds of that minute with a 20-second recovery period. So we're going to be working between 2 exercises, 4 rounds of each, alternating every other minute. So our first movement, you need your set of weights. We're going to be going into tempo pulse squats. Take your time with it. Time under tension, really make sure we connect to the muscle groups we want to work. So we're going to count 3, 2, 1 on the way down. You're going to give me a pulse, and then you're going to drive out the bottom of that squat. So 3, 2, 1, pulse it, drive out. Make sure those knees don't fall in at any point. Keeping that chest up, rising to our center. So 40 seconds of that, then you drop those weights to the floor, and you're gonna have a 20-second recovery period. The next minute, we're gonna be taking it into a renegade row, and then into a deficit press-up. Again, the press-up can be done on your feet or your knees, whatever works for you. As long as you're challenging your ability, that's all I care about. So into that plank position, really engage that core. Row it back into your hip. Give me a press up. Row it back into your hip. And the modified version is on those knees. Give me a press up. Working that full depth. The main thing to think about is making sure those hips and that chest come up as one. So, as I said, engage that core. All right, guys, without further ado, you've had about a minute and a half here. Let's make it happen. Are you ready? So, grab those weights, get your set up, and focus in again. Bring yourself back into the room. And here we go. So without further ado, we're going to be taking it away in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Counting 3, 2, 1 on the way down. Pulse it out. Drive up. Chest up at all times. Really work on that depth. Drive up. Stay with it. 40 seconds of work, as I said. So let's make it count. Make it work for you. Lovely work, guys. You're well over halfway here, so just stay with it. Stay with that tempo. Don't cheat yourself. Make it, as I said, make it count. And remember to enjoy it, all right? We're here to feel good. We're here to build on those foundations. For 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Drop those weights. Give it a little shake off, and then we're going to transition down to the floor for our renegade row into a press up. So the aim is to sort of stay consistent with those reps each time. Of course, if you ever need a breather, give yourself one, but be accountable to it. Don't give yourself too long. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, row it back. Give me that press up. Driving up from the floor, row it back. Give me that press up. Making sure everything stays in line. That is the main part of that, all right? Like I said, really challenging that core here as well as your chest, your back, your arms, okay? Stay with it. Halfway through here, lovely work. And make sure you believe in your own ability, guys. Keep on pushing it. Challenge those boundaries. All right, just one more rep here. 3, 2, 1, shake it off again. So that's one full round done. That's your practice round. Now you know how it feels. Can you give me a little bit more, all right? Working through that range. Really work on that depth of that squat. Really make sure your form is correct. So get ready, pop those weights up onto your shoulders. We go in 3, 2, 1, slow it down. 3, 2, 1. Give me that pulse, drive out the bottom. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Give me that pulse, drive out the bottom. Yes. Now keep that tempo. Don't let it slip from your grasp. All right, over halfway. See, easy work. We've all got this. Final 10 seconds here. Give me 2 more reps. Work for that full 40 seconds. Like I said, it's not a big ask, not a huge amount of time. For 3, 2, 1, shake it off. Yes. Really nice, guys. Transition down to the ground. Make sure you're ready for the get-go to use that whole 40 seconds. You're almost there. Okay, get ready. We go in 3, 2, 1. Row it back. Make sure those hips don't rock from side to side. You've got a glass of water on your back. Or your favorite alcoholic beverage, whichever's more important to you right now. All right, perfect. Make it happen. It's lockdown, you know. Well, it has been locked down. We've all taken that up a little bit. All right, 20 seconds here. Yes. Control it. Shake it off if you need. Go again. I'm here for you, and you know you can. One more rep. Let's make it happen. Don't stop now. For 3, 2, 1, shake it off. All right, we're halfway through this EMOM. See, totally obtainable. You guys can. So we go back into now our 3rd round of our squats, and it's just one more round after that. So really make sure, even as we start to fatigue a little bit, you don't compromise that form. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. On those shoulders, we slow it down. 3, 2, 1. Pulse it. Drive out. Remember, everyone wants a better bum. This will help. Pulse it. Drive up. Stay consistent with that rep number. Stay consistent with that time that you're working. Hell yeah, hold on to it. This is your session. You get out of it what you put in. So stay with it the whole way through. All right, final 5 seconds. Finish that rep for 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Okay, third set on the floor. This is where it starts to get a little tougher, but we've got this. So let's do it. Get ready. Go in 8 seconds. Almost there. Okay, we go. 3, 2, 1. Back. Yes. Big drive out. Don't forget about those hips. Lock it in, keep those hips tucked underneath you. Perfect. And remember, do it with a smile. True fact, smiling also releases endorphins. So, extra bang for your buck with that one too. All right, final 10 seconds coming up. 2 or 3 more reps. Keep it moving. You know, you earn that recovery. Like I said, you have to earn it. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Final set on each. Almost there, and then you'll get a 2-minute break while we transition into the second block of today's session. So here we go. Final set of squats for the day. Pop those weights on your shoulder. Make sure you're ready for the get-go. We go in 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. 3, 2, 1. Pulse it. Drive up. 3, 2, 1, pulse it, drive up. So you drive up, you breathe out, harness the power of your breath. It does actually work wonders. So consistency is key, stacking 1 rep on top of the next, holding on to this whole time frame. Over halfway, guys. Final set, make sure you make it count. Brilliant work. I'll count you out. Do not stop until I count you out. 3, 2, 1, and shake it off. Okay, let's do this now. Take it down to the floor. Show me those press-ups and make them good. 10 seconds, team. Here it is. In that recovery phase, you're almost there. 3, 2, 1, back, press up. Back. Killing it. Now we're talking. Now we've got it. Yes. Final push, all the way through. Enjoy it. Take hold of it. 20 seconds to go. Ten more. You've got this. Coming up to that final rep. But like I said, don't stop until I say. Here it is for 3, 2, 1, and drop those weights. Shake it off. Grab some water if you need. And just use this time, pulling yourself back, bring yourself back into the room, and listening up to me whilst I talk you through our second block of work. So we're just working on an EMOM basis, and now we're taking it into an E2MOM. That means every 2 minutes, you start the number of movements again, and of those 2 minutes, I want you working for 90 seconds with a 30-second recovery phase. So the 30 seconds, slightly longer than the 20 seconds I've just given you. So make sure you really utilize that 90 seconds so that you need that 30 seconds recovery. 4 rounds through, so an 8-minute block of work again. So to start with, you're going to have 10 reverse lunges. That means 5 on each leg. I want you to pop those weights onto your shoulders. A modified version is to hang them just down by your side. But if you can, really try and challenge yourself and put them up onto your shoulders to start with in a front rack position. So we're going to be sending it back. Make sure that knee kisses the ground. Try not to let that front knee fall in. Keeping that chest up. Taking your time with it. Really driving off that front foot. So you give me 5 reps on each side. Then you pop one weight away, and we're going to be going into 12 alternating snatches. You can change in the air or on the floor. Make sure you sit down into it. It's a power movement, so you need to drive up from the balls of your feet overhead. Sit down and sit, drive up. You can change on the floor, full range, or in the air. Whatever works for you. If you can, admire yourself in a mirror whilst you're doing it. Once you've done those 12 reps, chuck those weights to the side. And if you have any time left, but it's the first 2 movements that are the fundamental ones, you pop it onto your back, and we go for some butterfly sit-ups. Soles of your feet together, hands overhead, tap in front of those toes. Really make sure that you get that full extension all the way forward. So once you've done that, you then rest or cool time after your 90 seconds. All right, guys, you've had a lovely little breather. Let's get ready. So to start with, we've got those reverse lunges. Grab your weights. Are you ready for the get-go? Here it is. Let's make sure I'm all set up. Here we go. Okay, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Take it away into those reverse lunges. 10. Lovely reps. Perfect. Knee to ground. Don't cheat yourself on those reps. Don't just do half depth. It is totally pointless, okay? So make sure you give me those 10 reverse lunges. Once you've done that, you move smoothly into your snatches. Perfect. So keep it going, keep it going. When you're ready, you take it into those snatches. Nice. Powering off the balls of those feet, chest up. Make it explosive through those glutes. They should be functioning real well after those squats. So 40 seconds, or just over 40 seconds already gone. You are flying through this. So once you've done that, you pop it onto your back. You probably should have about 25 seconds maybe of butterfly sit-ups. But again, does not matter if you only get a couple out or if you don't even get a couple out at all. As long as you're working for that 90 seconds, that's all that I care about. So 25 seconds here to go. Those of you with me on the butterfly sit-ups, keep pushing, breathing through it, and that rest phase. Yes, you have got just over 10 seconds here. Make it worth your while. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Yes. So take your time, drop your weights to the floor, whatever works for you. And let's focus in again for our second set. 4 sets we're working through. I would always do 4 sets in the gym, so that's why we're doing it here, 4 or 5 sets. It just gives you a little bit more added benefit than, say, doing 3. So we've got, get ready, back into it in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sending it back to the ground, knee to floor, chest up. Really work on that posture. Don't let yourself just forward fold. And if you ever feel a little bit of a wobble, really reassess that midline and really make sure it is fully engaged the whole way through. Yes. But take your time. 1 rep after the next. Just stacking them up on top of each other, taking yourself through the motions. Okay, when you're done that, straight into those snatches. Make that transition smooth. Yes. Or if you want, you can change on the floor. Drive it up. Easy. You guys have got this. No problem. Okay. 45 seconds already done. Hold on to it right now. Get those 12 snatches done before you pop it onto the back and you go into those butterfly sit-ups. Here we go. We've already done about a minute now. Moving into that final 30 seconds here. As we progress through these sessions, of course, it's going to get harder. If it wasn't getting harder, then we wouldn't be pushing ourselves enough. We wouldn't be doing it properly. So that is where it really counts. It's the latter phases of these sessions where you need to hold on to it, where you'll see those changes occur. So stay with it. Another 10 seconds, and then you got to shake it off. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 rounds done, 2 rounds to go. Take your time, take a moment, and let's get ourselves set up for our third set. 15 seconds here. Be confident in what you're doing, be confident in your ability, and as I keep on saying, the words I want everyone to use at the moment is I can or I will. All right, here we go. For 4, 3, 2, 1, onto those shoulders or by your side, back into those lunges again. Slow it down if you need. Make sure you really connect to all the muscle groups you want to work. Think about the muscle groups you want to work, because actually they do then work harder. That is also another true fact. Full of them today. Shake it off. Keep going. Okay, some of you will be moving on to the snatches now. So make them happen. Drive it up from the floor. Yes. Now we're talking. Now we should be feeling it. Give me that power, that energy that you entered the room with today, or whether you felt you didn't have it, know that you're creating it now. Okay? Coming up to that minute done, 30 seconds to go. Keep on hustling. Keep that dream alive. Okay, 30 seconds here. For one of those butterfly sit-ups, try and hit the same number of butterfly sit-ups every round, keeping yourself accountable to that. So it's good to have little mini goals throughout a session so that you keep pushing. So when you fatigue, you know you've got a number to really drive towards. I find it really helps when it comes to my own training too. Okay, here it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Okay, final 2 minutes here, final 90 seconds, and then you will get about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and we take it into our finale, our pièce de résistance. So guys, let's build to that point. Okay, 10 seconds, you know what's up. Here it is. We should be experts in these movements now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Final set of lunges for the day. Let's go. I'm here with you. Yes, that's 10 done. Straight into those snatches. Drive it out. Again, final set of snatches for the day. Let's work it. Let's bring it. Let's fight it. Remember, we're always here to win that fight. So stay on top of it. Stay accountable. Keep on hustling. You're almost there. 45 seconds down, 45 seconds to go. That recovery's coming. Take yourself to that point. Visualize that goal and make it happen for you. Yes. All right. When you've done those snatches, we're going to be taking it back down for our final set of sit-ups. Really make sure all the way up and in front of your toes. Good. Control it through that midline. Beautiful. We're almost there. 15 seconds to go. Keep that rep number the same. Yes, yes, yes. I see you guys. You've got it. You've got it. I'm going to count you out. Here it is for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax, guys. Tuck those weights to the floor. Grab some water if you want to again. Make sure we stay hydrated the whole way through. And here it is. We're moving into our finale. So this is going to get a little bit more spicy. And the aim now is to really commit. We're going to be working for a full 3 minutes, consistent work. You'll then get a recovery phase. And then you'll go for another 3 minutes. So we're going to be working that 3 minutes. Every minute, going to work for 40 seconds of one movement and then 20 seconds of another movement. So in our first 3 minute block, the first 40 seconds is going to be your devil's press. And the 20 seconds at the end of that minute is going to be just holding a high plank. So 3 rounds through, but you transition straight from the plank back into the devil's press. So there's no recovery during, well, the plank is active recovery. So you just keep on moving through those movements. So with a devil's press, again, as we fatigue, you really need to make sure you connect to each movement, each rep, to ensure that you move through it correctly, all right? So that we really use the muscle groups we want to be using. So weights go down underneath us, slightly narrower than shoulder width apart. You drop down chest to weights. Then as you explode out of it, your feet come either side of your weights. At that point, I want you to see the fact that you could probably admire yourself in a mirror, driving up and overhead. Popping it back onto the shoulders, then dropping to the floor. Chest down to the floor, feet either side, driving up through those glutes, through those hips, keeping those weights close to our body, and then back down to the shoulders before we take them back down to the floor. Okay? So 40 seconds. Then after that, you move straight into your high plank. Tucking those hips underneath you, feeling that skin pull across your upper back, holding strong. Then we transition straight back into the devil's press. It's gonna burn, but that is the whole premise right now. So let's finish it off on a high. Are you with me? I know you're saying yes, so let's do it right now. We're gonna go in 3, Get yourself set up in 2, in 1. Chest down to those weights. Jump up, explode out of it overhead. Yes, let's go. Let's make it happen. Back down. Oh, these get spicy quick. Back down to our shoulders. Drop it to the floor. Yes. Stay with it. Stay with it. You've got this. This is what we've been building for. This is where it starts to really happen. So hold on. A couple more reps. You guys have got this. 10 more seconds before we take it into that plank. Stay on it, stay on it. If you want, you can do that plank on those dumbbells, so you keep that transition really fluid. 3, 2, 1, into that plank position. Just hold here, breathe. Super important, it definitely helps. Are you ready? You've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just the floor, jump up, drive it all the way up. For my real advanced lot, if you want, you can give a press up in there as well. Drive it up all the way overhead. Second set, after this you just got one more. Let's do this. So this is the point I want you to think back to those intentions you set at the start of class. Why did you come here today? What were you trying to achieve out of this session? This is where you really have to hold on to that goal, make it happen. Let's finish it. Let's make it work for you, okay? These are where those changes will happen, but you have to want it. I can only take you so far, so push it. For 3, 2, 1, back into that plank. Yes, you've got this. Breathe. Feel that wobble. I'm sure we're all there at this point now. Hell yeah. Okay, 4, final set, 3, 2, 1, just down, drive up, explode out of it all the way up. You have to make it explosive, otherwise those weights won't really go anywhere. Pull that chest up, overhead, back down to those shoulders. Yes. Final push here, final push. Then you're going to get a minute's rest, before we then just have 3 minutes, and then you are done. Here it is, couple more reps here. Take it, come on. Want it, push it. Here it is, 10 seconds. Final plank for the day. Relish that challenge. 3, 2, 1, hold that plank. Keep that strength. We're going to take this strength with us into the rest of our day, into our week ahead. So hold it here. I'll count you out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Okay, so you just get a minute here. Same principle applies. Final 3 minutes of work, all right? But the 2 movements this time are thrusters. Everybody loves a thruster. And burpees. And also everyone loves a burpee. So let's put them together. Sit down into it, drive it overhead. Again, explosive movement. You can all do a squat, so make sure you give me that full depth. Then you drop those weights, chest to floor, jump up, give me that air time. Here it is now, we're talking. All right, so 30 seconds to go. Final 3 minutes of work. This is it. This is what we've been building for. This is why we've come to today's session. And think how good you will feel on the other side. This is why I want us entering Struggle Street together. Here it is, final 10 before we go. Grab those weights, pop them onto your shoulders. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit down, drive it up, keeping those weights close to those ears. Keep everything tight, keep everything engaged. Yes, explode out of it. I see you, you've got it. Here it is. This is where it's a little nasty, but we're almost at that finish line, so drive yourself towards it right now. I'll count you in and out, don't you worry. 10. All the way. Straight into those burpees. I want to see that smooth transition in 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Explode it out. Yes. Full extension at the top. How much air time can you give me? I see you. Yes. Make it happen. Just 8 more seconds here. Then straight back into our second set of thrusters. You can hate me all you like, but I'm trusting you, this is good for you. In 3, 2, 1, back into those thrusters. Sit down, drive it up. Yes. Perfect. Hit it. Come on. Like I said, this is the part where it isn't that fun, but it's always those latter phases of these sessions where you need to make it happen, all right? Okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel, but it gets a little darker first. So take yourself around that corner, find that light. 10 seconds back into our second set of burpees. Then one final tiny minute of work. 3, 2, 1. Back down. Yes. Stay with me. Good. How many reps can you give me in this 20 seconds? The floor is lava. Think of it like that. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, baby. Yes. But down, all the way up. Final push here. You do not let it go. You do not let the ball slip. You're almost there, okay? You've got so far. Let's just finish it right now. Finish it. 20 seconds of thrusters, 20 seconds of burpees, home straight. Awesome. Guys, it's been an absolute privilege having you here today, so let's keep on pushing. Keep that community building. Keep on wanting it. Here it is. 4, 3, 2, 1. Burpees. Let's get fitter together. Let's get stronger together. Let's build our mental as well as our physical strength. Let's push for it. And I want you to feel good. Almost there. Final 5. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Yes, yes, yes. Drop down to the floor. Take a moment. Take a moment for you. You absolutely bossed that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take some time. So it is super important now that, well, me, I haven't even been doing the full session and I'm out of breath, so can't imagine what you're feeling like. But take some time and make sure you head on over to the other part of the app where you can get a stretch in. It's super important to work on the mobility, the recovery phase of these sessions, to keep ourselves going for longer, keeping ourselves moving better, keeping ourselves building, getting stronger. So check out one of those, get your stretch on, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.